Hey YouTube land, this is Tychondrus doing another toy review. Now I haven't done one in quite a while, been kind of busy with my coursework. Now before I proceed, I just want to apologise in advance for any kind of clattering and banging you hear in the background. It's actually raining here at the moment while I'm doing this review, and because where I have my review station, it's the roof of the shed that I have it in is galvanised roof, so you can hear the rain pelting off it, so again apologise in advance. So this is a review for the Jurassic Clash the Jurassic Clash set, which is part of their Beast Strike line, and this is made by Lanard, who are responsible for the core elite figures. Now this essentially is a repack with a bunch of new stuff. So repackaged in this set is the Jeep that they recently released as part of the Kong Skull Island line, just repainted in a slightly different deco. This kind of base section is actually technically a repack. It's the one half of the Rock playset, which I reviewed previously. It's actually the top section, but it actually has a few bits less than the actual core elite version. And then the little glider pack as well is also a reissue of one of the previous core elite figures. So packaging itself, front of the box is like big window box packaging with Jurassic Clash on it, and it's pretty much the same design as the previous ones, and the back of the box just shows off images of the two sets. So there's the Cyber Kong Crash and Bash set and Jurassic Clash Crash and Bash set. So the new pieces that come with this are the dinosaurs. Well, the dinosaur and the crocodile. As far as I know, this isn't completely new crocodile, new sculpt. The figure that comes with this is one of the new core figures. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, unfortunately. I think it's like Shooter or something like that. And then you get these fencing set pieces, which are, as far as I'm aware, are new. They may be reused from one of the other bigger playsets. I've never seen them before, but they look more like they're designed for this kind of Jurassic setting with the kind of electrified fences. So I might have to split this over 2 videos. If not, I'll try and get everything into this video. So just for quick comparisons, also please forgive the shaky camera. I'm trying to do this with the tripod in my hand as opposed to stabilizing the tripod, because it's such a big set, just like the Rock one. So here is a side-by-side view of the Kong Skull Island set and the Jeep that comes with this set. So it's the same Jeep, exactly. The only difference is the colouring. So instead of black, you have silver applications. So the tires are silver for some reason. They decided to make all metal tires. The steering wheel is silver. The kind of window section is silver. The jerry can, the aerial is all silver, and the bull bars at the front are silver. It doesn't have the same kind of mud splatter like the Kong set, but other than that, it's the exact same Jeep. And just so you can see, it rolls quite nicely. It does actually have, it's very faint, but it does have the core sticker on the side, but it's only on the one side. So a few things I will say about the packaging is you have to be quite careful when you're opening this thing up, because there's a handle on the top of the box and you'll need to snip that before you can slide the inner tray out with all the pieces on it. And then you have to be careful, there's a lot of tie wraps that you will be needing to cut. There's actually, where the dinosaur is tied in is there's like a box section where his feet are tied into, so you'll have to open that up to undo. He has these sort of twisty things that go into, they use them a lot in the Lanard vehicles to hold them in place. He has those in his feet, so you'll have to undo those to get him out. So for the Rex himself, he has quite nice details. He's getting to open his mouth. He does have a working jaw. I think it's supposed to be spring loaded, but mine isn't the best. When you push the head forward, it does sort of open, and then the electronics kick in and his eyes light up, and he has quite a nice re-sculpted head. When you do get him in the box, his tail is disassembled like this, so it's just a twist. So there's a corresponding peg, you just put it in at an angle and twist into place. Unfortunately, he does suffer from screw holes on the opposite side. It's something that the Jurassic World line did kind of get hit with as well. But other than that, he's not a bad T-Rex. I don't mind the eye light up gimmick. Usually I prefer dinosaurs to have actual painted eyes and stuff like that. But he's very nice. He is articulated. His arms can move, his head can move to operate the actual action feature, and his legs can move forward and back. Now his legs go back that much and forward that much, and he does stand quite nicely. If I can just pull him back, hopefully that was all on camera. You can see he's quite a nice sculpt, and he's quite a large figure as well. Predominantly, he's what you're paying the most for in the set. Oops. Onto the smaller, actually, before I go further again, when you're taking the base part out, now there are stickers that you need to apply. This doesn't come with any stickers applied on it. I did make a bit of a hames with one of the stickers, which I will show on the back. So this playset is the exact same as the top section as the rock playset. The only difference being is you don't get the kind of landing section and the missile section on this side. That is on the other, on the rock playset. And when you flip around to the back, you still have the same kind of sliding door, and you don't have any ladder going from top to bottom, and you don't have the crane piece that's on the big playset. This is the sticker that I kind of made a hames of. It's supposed to be pushed all the way to the edge. So let me just put it in the number 2 section. It should be over there, and the blast zone one should stay here. If I bring my camera over, I'm not sure if it'll pick it up that well on this, but you can see where the rocket is on that. It has the blast zone in the corner, and that's the way it should be. Now when you take it out of the box, you get these two pieces that hold it in place. You need these if you're going to buy the Kong set, so you can attach the two together, and they go in here just where the peg holes are here, and when you have the other set, it locks in on top, and you twist those down and twist them to secure to the bottom section of the base. The little glider pack has been used before with core figures. It has a little controller at the front, clip section for the guy to clip into, and 2 little machine guns. I'm not a huge fan of these little kind of glider things. They remind me of the G.I. Joe claw, but it's not as kind of interesting as the claw with the kind of extendable wheels and stuff like that. And then you get this static posed crocodile, which is another nice addition to this set. And then the main thing that most people will be wanting to see is the new figure. So again, this is another new figure sculpt. Hopefully the camera is picking him up. Bear with me a moment. So he has swivel head. He has the upper or the lower waist crunch. He has swivel jointed or ball jointed arms. I can rotate all the way around. Elbows. No wrist swivel. Single jointed knees. You can move his legs forward and back. They're really tight. He has a peg hole on his back that you can peg his gun into, so you can hold both, and he has a working holster on his right thigh. So he's quite a cool figure. As I said, I can't remember his actual name, but he is quite nicely done. Sorry if there's a bit of a jump there, but I had to redo the camera. Because I only get about 9 minutes per recording with the memory card for some reason. don't seem to be able to extend that, so I'll just go back over the figure a little bit quicker with a little bit more ease. So he's quite nicely sculpted. Just take the gun out. He's very similar to the El Jefe figure that came with the Triceratops set. As in the fact that he actually has a screw in the back. Now I did try to unscrew the screw hole, or open the screw hole at the back of the El Jefe figure to see if I could open the chest and pop on a new head, see if it was easy enough to do it if you wanted to do customs. But I think the torso is also glued, so just a note to that for anyone potentially wanting to customize. So he holds his gun kind of nicely in his hand. Now when you get this, it is tied into his hand, and as you can see, the stock on the back seems to have gotten a little warped. So you can hold the gun nicely in both hands, and you can also hold the pistol in his right hand quite nicely, and it does have a working holster to hold his pistol. Colour paint wise, he's not too bad. Again, he suffers a bit of the standard Lanard paint issues where they'll do stuff like this where they have the digital camo on the front of his pants, and then when you flip it around he has no continuing digital camo, or camo I should say. But all in all, it's quite nice. Now just before I go, I will just show a scale representation of the Triceratops set. This is the Triceratops, and this is the Rex that came with this Jurassic Clash set. It's quite a nice Rex. I really like the size of it. It looks like it's quite a good design as well. It looks quite nice. So there you go, guys. Just a quick, hopefully I can splice the two videos together. It's a quick review of the Lanard Core Elite Jurassic Clash set T-Rex, or I think it's the Crash and Bash Jurassic Clash. All in all, it's quite a nice set. I did pay a little under. It was on, I wouldn't say clearance, but it's on reduction at the moment, which hence why I picked it up, because I was initially not planning to pick it up, because it's essentially the same rock playset that I already had, with just the T-Rex and the actual figure, or being the kind of selling point for me. I know it's not going to be a selling point for some people, the whole set will be, but just for myself, I have the other kind of playset already, so that was just a selling point for me. So there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed this review. As I said, hopefully it doesn't look too odd, and please forgive the sound of the rain in the background. But as I said, if you liked the video, please click like, feel free to comment, and feel free to subscribe to my channel. Cheers, guys.